Welcome along then to the final moments of peace before a grid full of the world's fastest racing cars fire into life and charge down towards the scuffle of turn 1. It's one of the fastest races of the season here at the Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve, with around 60% of this 2.7-mile circuit taken at full throttle. There are 14 corners to navigate, the very last of which has its very own infamous history and could be the cause of a safety car today. Joining us today to oversee all the thrills and spills, it's Anthony Davidson. And great to see you. How are you feeling about the race today? And how are the circuit conditions from what you've seen?
It's looking a bit cold out there, if I'm honest. These tyres do have quite a narrow operating window in terms of the temperature they need to maintain in order to extract the best grip. So with a cold track surface, it's going to be harder to keep those temperatures up, which will lead to lower grip and maybe more mistakes.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Kimi Räikkönen starts today from pole position and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Vettel, Lewis Hamilton and Bottas, Alonso, Sainz, Magnussen and Nico Hulkenberg, Perez, Van Dorn, Esteban Ocon and Grosjean, Sirotkin, Gasly, Marcus Ericsson and Brendan Hartley. Stroll and Charles Leclerc rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, the run into turn 1 isn't too long, so the pack will be bunched up. Take care. Alright, well done off the line, we're in a good position. Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled. to teammate behind is 1.5 seconds. Okay, we need some energy harvesting. Reduce ERS deployment. This is your final lap of the race. Okay, gap ahead is 2.2 seconds. The gap to the car behind is 4.2 seconds. Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
A great win then for the Maranello team today. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
And as we can see, it's time for the podium. And as the drivers make their way out, there's a familiar red suit making its way to the top step. Fantastic win for Ferrari. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Well, after a drive like that, it's got to be Nico Hulkenberg, hasn't it? Very clean, very smooth. He can be really pleased with that one.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye and see you again next time.